Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to do like a more like in-depth like tutorial of something, but sadly I'm not actually feeling too great today. But I did want to like film something, so I was looking at my Patreon and seeing what you guys wanted to see, and I know you guys want to see some makeup tutorials, so I definitely work on that, especially since I have I'm gonna have to like find everything, but I'm a little scatterbrained today, but I will work on an Ursa Scarlet tutorial soon, and I might do like a Juvia as well, just kind of like depending on what I have left over and things like that. So let me know in the comments below if that's what you guys want to see soon. Also, take a look at my Patreon. If you just do $1, and you could just do $1 for this month, and you know, then join in for that poll that's there. I believe it's still open. Also, feel free to comment. I'm trying to be better about uploading more on my Patreon. I was having a little bit of like technical difficulties, so I don't know why that just seems to be my life the past couple weeks. Just so much technical difficulties. So yeah, so that is what's going on with that. Another thing that people had voted for on the poll on my Patreon is that they wanted to see some of the cooking videos, which would put the nutrition and anime / cosplay together, which sounds awesome. I'm just, you know, not feeling super fantastic at the moment. As you can tell, I kind of look a little bit tired, which seems silly because I slept like 12 hours. But, oh well. Yeah, so I will do that at some point too. I'm definitely going to start with the Ursa Scarlet Strawberry Shortcake. As I said in my recent update video, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm on what's called a paleo diet. I don't know why I did that, but I mean, it's kind of like changing to you, and then technically if you're doing like the whole 30 thing, you're not even like meant to be using like paleo ingredients to make desserts. But that's not the reason I'm on it. I'm not on it for weight loss. I'm on it to get better. So I certainly do not need any more weight loss. So this should be interesting and just kind of this thing, because I know that there have been other people who have made the Ursa Scarlet Strawberry Shortcake before, so now I can make it with a different spin. So that's definitely going to be on the list of things. I would definitely like to do like some kind of cute like anime foods as well, so if you guys have any like opinions on things. I just finished, I think like a month ago, which I'm like super behind on like all the popular animes, but I finished Sword Art Online, so definitely willing to make some of that stuff over there too, like that like secret magical sauce, you know. So could definitely do something like that. And other things that you guys seemed interested in were the cosplay hacks and the cosplay tips. So I definitely will do some cosplay hacks later on. I'm thinking of like pulling some of my old videos just because they were such bad quality and then redoing them. Not that this camera is much better than my laptop camera, but it's a little bit better because I used to film everything on a webcam. So I'm now filming on a camcorder. Oh yeah, going up in the world. So definitely like a thing that will definitely happen soon. But today I'm going to give you guys some cosplay tips, and these are mostly just going to be things that I've kind of learned from, you know, a few years that I've been doing cosplay. Some of them will also like help you save money, but it's not also like the most amazing thing ever either. I mean, I feel like a lot of people, you know, talk about some of the stuff, but I'm just gonna go through some things. And also apologize if this video is kind of wonky or not very prepared. I'm just kind of like trying to do this in one roll, so thank you for staying with me. Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you guys about that I have absolutely... Oops. Okay. So the first thing I'm starting with is I want to discuss one of my favorite things to do to get ready for cosplay is I love going thrifting. Now, some people kind of find it to be like a little bit gross and, you know, all that. Typically, what I try and find is I try to either find fabrics that I know will be useful, like for instance, or sometimes just fabrics that I think are interesting. Like, I'm not really sure what I would do with this, but, you know, it's just a fake fur. I could use it for a trim or something. First I thought I could use it for Jugia, but that would require like dyeing it, and that seems too difficult, but who knows, maybe I could come up with something interesting for it. Let's see, yeah, I also have some of this, which I used on the back of my Anastasia dress for like the little things that hang off the little tails on her dress. Another thing that I love is looking at the shoe selection. So I'm on the like petite small side, so my size shoe is usually like between a size 6 and a size 6.5. I think it's like a European 5 or 4. I haven't really checked it that much more, but for instance, like I found these, and these look like these are probably from like the 90s or something, but look how like they've never been like worn. You know, the inside looks a little bit dirty, but I think it's just because it's been in my closet for a while. I just collect shoes, but I'm like, this kind of almost looks like a Sailor Venus shoe, you know, if I just add like something to go around the ankle. So I bought these, and okay, yes, these were a little bit more expensive. They were $12.99. They're not always going to be an amazing deal, but I've not really seen many shoes that look like this. I mean, I feel like these are like more of an older style, so I feel like these are perfectly good. Like, I think they're perfectly reasonable, you know. And then recently, like after that, I found these ones, which are a little bit like lower, and these might actually, like, I think I posted on my Patreon maybe a year ago about like, you know, which ones do you think are better. But yes, these ones have been a little bit more worn. Still though, like if you're worried about that, you can always get like disinfectant and you can clean them up. I mean, this is just like a pleather, so it's also made in Italy. Oh, it's real leather. So yeah, but you can definitely like just clean these up. They're not too difficult. I think this one was actually cheaper. I don't have the price on that one anymore. So another thing that I like to do is, so got a ton more shoes over here. So basically when I have a cosplay in mind, I like plan in advance. Like anyone who sees me on Instagram knows that I post things like, I don't know, I think I already have my 2018 lineup, like even like future cosplays I like to do, because I like to try and be on trend with everyone else, even if I'm not tagged for them. But so, like, you know, when I had the Sailor Mars cosplay, like, I started looking around. I found some Aldi ones at first, and then Aldo ones at first that were, like, super high, but then they were too big for me, and I was like, These ones are a little bit better. These are the ones actually that I wore to the convention last year, or this past year. So these are Max Studio. They're a little bit bigger for me because they're a size 7, so you can just, like, kind of add some things in there, like stuff the toe a little bit with like maybe tissue paper, because sometimes it's also pretty hard to find red heels, at least like red heels are not like super duper high, and I don't know, kind of like to match up with the characters. I haven't really like lucked out on finding like Neptune shoes. Like for Neptune, I found 2 types of shoes, and apparently I'm just collecting junk in my shoes because I'm a mess. I found these ones, which are like, you know, like I feel like these would be great. Like there was a photo shoot, because every girl knows that these make their legs look better, but you do not want to be walking around in them, right? So these were $9.99 from Savers, and then there's like these ones, which are Hush Puppies, which, you know, you could do the little like tie thing, like the little crisscross tie thing on the shoe, and these are like super plush, so I feel like it's way more comfortable like walking around a convention. Just saying. But so these took a while for me to find them, and I found Penny. So these took a while for me to find them. Like I did Sailor Neptune, I think 2 years ago when I first did my first Urza cosplay. So what I ended up actually doing was I just bought like a plain pair of shoes. Part of that fell off. But I did a plain pair of shoes and I spray painted them. Now I just used like spray paint from Home Depot. I had no idea this was going to happen, that they were going to crack. Like I just literally had no idea. I just did this in my garage and I was just like, okay. Then I had some ribbon for the choker left over, and at the time I was also selling the chokers online on Etsy. But for some reason they were breaking during shipping, or I don't know. I kind of feel like people were trying to scam me for money, just saying. But yeah, so they're pretty damaged. They were basically like this from day one, which is really disappointing because like I put hours and hours and hours into this. But you could tell that I was trying to do something here, like I was trying to make it work, but yeah, it didn't work. So that's kind of disappointment, but I still have them because, well, I put a lot of effort into them, and I'm sure at some point I could use them for something. I'm not sure. I'm also a pack rat. My room is also a mess, and you know, like I keep little bits of fabric and I don't know what to do with them. Like, what's this gonna be useful for? Like, my room is literally covered in fabric. So I have boxes and like bins of fabric. Like right over here is just a massive pile of fabric. But yes, so thrift shops are amazing. So if you know what you want to use, or if you know what you're cosplaying as, and like, you know, you already like list out the like the items that you need, which I think like in one of my videos I showed you guys an app that I used to use. I don't use it really as much since I changed my phone over to a new one. But it's called Cosplanner, and it's like this great amazing app that you can just kind of input all this information. You can put photos in. I don't like that they limit it to like, I think 5 or 6 photos that you can have for your character, because I feel like there's like different things that you want. Like you want to get like a close-up of their face so you know their makeup, and you know, like good like close-up of their hair so you know how to style the wig, and you know, different intricate parts of the costume, because I like really like just to be like super in-depth with things. I'm sure there's other people like me too, and then there's just other people who are like, I'm just gonna throw something on and you do you. Like, that is totally fine, but I have like such an OCD part that I'm just like, everything needs to be perfect. So I'm only OCD when it comes to certain things, and cosplay is one of those things. But yes, go to thrift stores. They will save you a ton of money. Other places that you can check out too, Joann's has some great coupons. I use their app, so like they send me like just like daily coupons sometimes. They'll be like 50% off this much fabric, or I don't know, like just different things like that, and it's fantastic because if I go to Savers and I can't find what I need for a project, then I'm gonna go to Joann's. I'm gonna use that coupon. I think they also do a student discount, and there's just like you just like have to like look around. Another great place to look, which I was really surprised about, is eBay. I won a wig that I think it's from the anime Magi, I think. I haven't seen that one on yet, but it's on my list. But it was a $5 wig that was blue, and I know in my older videos it's there. I think there's even some old footage that I haven't uploaded on this channel yet, which I definitely want to do. So there's going to be some older footage coming up at some point too. So if like I end up getting really, really sick and can't get out of bed sick, I will just work on editing those and upload that. So yeah, but it's a $5 wig, and it's like amazing. Like I bought like a proper levy wig, and I did not like it as much as this one that I styled. So that's pretty incredible. It came brand new. I mean, I know sometimes eBay can be a little bit iffy, but I feel like they're getting really, really good about it. And I actually like eBay more than I like Amazon, just because I've been having a lot of issues with Amazon. Like for instance, I ordered a blonde wig and I ended up with a blue wig. Now I kept the blue wig because like, okay, well this is an updated version of Juvia, this works. I did mention it to them, they never did get back to me. I've had other issues where they just like sent me like expired things, and I don't know if you want to hear more about that, you can let me know in the comments below. But, so yeah, I prefer eBay. But there's definitely just places you can look to save a dime. And this is pretty darn good because I'm going to tell you places where you should not cheap out. Okay, so one of the places that you definitely should not cheap out is on your eyelashes. Like if you're doing makeup, like just believe me that things like this are not gonna work. So this is my leftover one. I never used this one, but this is by EcoTools, and I thought they're pretty good. I mean, I like that, you know, it's made out of good things, or most of their products are. But I actually got this at like Job Lot, and I put like the glue on and everything. I don't know, it just never held. I mean, I'm not fantastic at putting eyelashes on, so. But this was like giving me like a panic attack just putting these ones on. So I basically was just like, nope, I'm not wearing eyelashes. These ones I haven't actually used yet, and granted they're probably about the same price, but I mean they look much better, I don't know. But I've noticed that like at least paying like maybe a couple dollars per lash is worth it than buying like really cheapo ones. Like I even have one from like Five and Below, and it's just like this big pack of them. They're good for like single use, and I guess that's kind of what I basically use them for, just single use. But you are paying you're getting what you pay for, so just think about that when you're buying things like this. Another place you definitely should not skimp out on is contacts. So I buy my contacts either from Pinky Paradise, or sometimes I will buy them through like Target Optical, because that's where I go see my eye doctor. So, which is also another incredibly important thing. If you're gonna wear contacts, you need to get your eyes looked at, because it can be a seriously dangerous, damaging thing. Like you have to get your eyes looked at, because even some people can't even wear contacts. Like it depends on the way your lens is like curved sometimes, you know? Like for instance, I'm nearsighted, so I could try and put on what they call the Plano ones, which is just like 0. And I would just put like glasses on, you know, if I was going around somewhere. I find it much easier to have some with my prescription in them, you know, like they're, it's much easier to see this way, I can drive this way, so and I can walk around the con and I can see down the other side of the convention, which is great, because otherwise I am basically only able to see like maybe 20 feet in front of me, and that's it. But yeah, so do not skimp out when you do these, and also go see a professional. It is definitely important. Also, keep them clean, and only like if you get, so okay, I think these ones are monthly, the ones I have right now. These are my brown ones that I used. I believe they're Air Optics Color. I bought these through Target Optical, and this came in a 3-pack, so like 3 sets of 2. So these were about, I think, $80, which does seem pricey, but I've been using them for the past couple years actually, because I only have certain times of year where I wear contacts, and that's typically around the cons. Now that I'm going to be posting more, I will be probably investing in more lenses, because this was actually my last set of lenses. But it's also important to clean them, so after you use them, and there's definitely a ton of tutorials you can watch on how to clean them. I'm not going to show you guys how to do that today. But yes, and, you know, put them in a nice, fresh and clean lens container. My mom bought these from Target as well, so it's great. And only like hold on to them for about a month, you know, and it's also important, like, if you're gonna keep them in a case, clean them at least once a week, because like I want to wear these more, but I'm also, it's just sometimes that they can cause like me to have migraines too, since I'm prone to them, so I can't wear them every single day. But definitely invest in these. They are great, and they can also, like, you know, put together a cosplay as well, you know, so I always feel like this stuff is important. Now granted, I kind of break this rule, but another thing you should be investing in is your makeup. Well, I'm pretty damn cheap, and I'm also really good at losing things, as you could tell from my most recent video where I didn't know where the heck my cover-up was for my eyebrows and where the red was for my Urza Scarlet. So yes, it's really difficult, but I've talked to a lot of pros about this. Like, get some really, really good makeup for this stuff. I used to be part of like a little journal on campus, and we got kind of like freebie things, so those are also nice too. I mean, Milani I don't think is like high end, but these are really nice, and I actually use these to make tattoos, and then you can just like put setting spray on them afterwards. But yeah, I should definitely listen to that tip myself. I should buy some higher end makeup, and I should definitely be better about storing it properly. I know it's somewhere in a red bag, but where it is, I have no idea. So yeah, be aware of that too. I think that's all I've got for you guys today. I'm trying to think. I didn't really put this all together very well, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for sitting through it and being patient with me and just being your wonderful selves. If you liked it, please press that like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I noticed recently too that I think it got up to 19 subscribers. So thank you guys, whoever just joined. I am so happy about that. Especially since like YouTube has kind of made things more difficult for me with getting rid of like the ad revenue, which is totally fine. I don't need it. It's just a fun thing to do, and I like reaching out with people, but it's really nice to know that people are watching, people are subscribing. Also feel free to comment. You know, I would love to hear from you guys, and I like sincerely mean that. I want to know what you guys are thinking, you know, what you guys want me to talk about. If you guys like have any tips yourselves, because I'm still new at this. We can be newbies together. So, thank you guys.